lost hope and a lost quotes. My heart smokes for the fire that y'all to provoke. For the disbelievers, yes, the game was missing the leader. Now they kissing my sneakers, lipstick on my Adidas. Word to the reverend, I'm running this like Russell Simmons. The game is a scrimmage, I'm stretching my muscle. It's blasphemous, hazardous, hazardous. Smash on they with this classic fashion. Gave him the biz. You ain't even gotta ask if you do it to the casket dip. Believe it or not, legacy mean a lot. Fiending the reach for the top. Y'all screaming, I drop. Damn, high break. Free from they make prisoners up at Rikers Island. Think out the box. This couldn't have been predicted by the Mayans. Wrestling with religion and science. Look, give me something.
Money getter till I'm a 1%er. Business is warfare. Edgar Hoover said, stop the rise of a black messiah. The judge said, charge teens of adults, turn them to lifeless. Us holy, brush waves slowly, Tusker Ivory beside me. Thus no slave Toby, don't try me. We enter in the age of Aquarius, where Ukrainian armies and U.S. National Guard tensions flaring up. So unforgiving is the universe when you don't listen. It's all written, that soul-quenching goal you're missing. Careful of ending in the destructive system where your wow barking the ground turn to meows and hissing. I'm torn between religions, my necklaces represent many centuries of theories. With all respect, bear in mind, I'm just trying to see and hear the signs. Had a terrible mind, lying skin got my stripes. They from Front Street, make believe block. Got an attitude avenue, liar's lane. Your life ain't compatible, not to mine. You insane, you belong in the liar society. You're not as fly as me, the only music head who never super. Though I heard like state troopers and feds is off the hook tonight. I take a look alike. Last night we left the club. My future
give
bright.
Me something to believe in, yeah. 'Cause I'm looking for something to believe in. Born in the Mississippi summer. Whoa, white cotton, gold corn, black hunger. What a brother gotta do to earn a meal.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this AFC West matchup as we join you from San Diego Stadium.
This is a game today that could come down to the two running backs. Two of the real stars of the sport. Two players who went in fantasy drafts really high. How do you see this one going down today?
Yeah, and how's your fantasy? Yeah. We won't talk about that. We'll talk about good things. But, you know, these two teams are stars. You know why? Because we can see how the football team is built. And I think there's no doubt about it. The offensive line's a big part of it. They always have hope. If they block their guy a little bit, these running backs can make a big play out of it.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 27. And that's a gain of maybe 5. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on first down.
Get ready.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
Pulls it in. On his way. The 10 taking it all the way home for the touchdown. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
struggles to get out to the 20, and he is smacked down at the 15-yard line.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
First down at the 15. And that's a gain of 10. After running it, it's second down. It's a two tight end formation.
Let's go.
Trying to power his way right up the middle. And now that we have a moment, here's a look at the Broncos offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times. Third down. And now here's the toss. Got a big lane. Gains 19.
If you're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First and 10. Antonio Brown with the catch. First down coming up. The give gets about 4 yards that time. This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback's face. The football is at the 38. From the gun. The reception by Antonio Brown. In the red zone.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
First and 10. To the ground. The Broncos get a first down.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Coming up to the line at the 4. First and goal. Toss to the outside. He's in for the touchdown, but hold on a minute. There's a flag down. There's a flag away from the football.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
Touchback. Midway through the first quarter, and it's always a time when you're punching and counter-punching, and now they've got the pick and a chance to even score again.
Now, what would you know about punching and counter-punching, Jim? Were you a boxer at one time? It's amazing. You've done every sport, but you're right. They went out there. They did everything right. They've done everything right on both sides of the ball, and they're looking good.
First down at the 20. Has the reception all alone. A foot race to the end zone. The 10. He's brought down. That's his first reception today.
Listen, that's an awesome job by the defense. Never give up. The defensive player did not give up, and he's able to make the tackle just before the receiver gets into the end zone.
The Chargers moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field. First and goal from the 3. Gordon makes the grab. Marshall's all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Breaking huddle at the 6.
The Chargers come out in a bunch set. Second and goal from the 6. Gordon's handing the football. Now, here's a look at the Chargers offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times.
Get ready. Fred, 38.
Third and goal at the 4. Gordon's take, and he's across for the touchdown. Bill, everything is going right for this team at this point. We're still in the first quarter. What must the coach on the other side be thinking?
He's thinking, hey, can we get this game over with? And can I get out of here? He can't believe it. After a full week of hard work and preparation, and to come out and play like this is absolutely uncalled for.
Tackles made. That return's good for about 22. The Broncos just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Makes the reception. 18.
Well, when you got 4 defensive backs playing deep, you are going to have a lot of wide open space underneath. We saw it that time, and another easy completion for the quarterback and receiver.
The Chargers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Broncos will take the snap from the 35. He has the grab. Baldwin's tackled down at the 43.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It's just short of getting the first down.
Second down, 3 for the first. They're going to run it on the toss. Gains 20.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
One more snap, and that'll end the quarter. Second down and 13. Space to work. That's a gain of 10. The Broncos still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. It'll be third down. The Broncos come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. The pass is complete to Thomas.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Takes it on the counter. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
The Chargers defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Gets away from the pressure. Gives himself up.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage at the 12.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
First down and 10. Here's the handoff. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
The Broncos know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good, solid run that time. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
He's got the catch. Gains about 3.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
Let's go.
And incomplete as Thomas can't hold on.
The Broncos know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down.
The offense back out on the field here for this fourth and short play. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Flip to the outside. The Broncos turn the ball over on downs.
The Broncos decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Chargers on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
Out of the gun. This play will hold up. He's inbound. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Osweiler's back in shotgun formation. With 2 hands, he has it. First down on the way. First down here after the completion. They'll go ground. And picks up about 3.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The Broncos with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Snapping out of the gun. Gets it out for the completion. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that's a 2-yard gain.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second and 8 coming up.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 40. Makes the catch in open space.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he's very smart. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Osweiler's now completed his last 7 passes. All set up now at the 16. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Gordon's going to secure the handoff. And that's a gain of 13.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First and goal. Once again, they'll run it. Tackles made. The Broncos are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Coming to the line at the 3. Second and goal from the 3. And the flag comes out. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
First and goal from the 2. Gordon's power surge for 6. Touchdown. What a fine start to this game. Here we are late in the second quarter. They put up another touchdown, Phil.
Well, they got a nice lead, and they like to take this in at halftime. And if you're the coach of the team that's leading at halftime, you know what you tell your players? Hey, guys, good job. Let's keep that going. You pat them on the rear and tell them how good they are because, hey, this has been a clinic so far in the first half.
Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. First down at the 19. Finds his mark. Brought down at the 32. Now the offense in their hurry up.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
First down at the 32. Has his man. Baldwin's tackled down after a gain of 7.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field. Nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch just short of the first down.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. The Chargers will come out in the dime.
Get ready.
It's second down and 3. On the money. Baldwin's brought down after picking up 11 on this play. The Broncos decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage right at midfield. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. They're going to get him here for a sack. that timeout by the offense.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
Loss of 5 on the play. The Chargers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. The Broncos will take the snap from the 45. And it's batted down.
Well, the most common thing that most offensive coordinators do in the NFL on third and long situations, they're going to call a play where they probably don't think they're going to pick up the first down, but they're looking for field position.
On the way, third down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Gets the handle here. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Broncos know what a situation they were in right there. It was a tough one, third and long. What are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
And we've reached halftime here in Southern California. We'll take a quick break and return to San Diego for the second half after this. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. The second half of this lopsided affair is underway. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Broncos offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
First down at the 21. And that's good for only a yard or 2.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Takes it from the gun. Atachu's there to make the tackle. Now looking at third down. The Chargers set at the line. Dime package. Easy catch there. No one near us. First down here. Very nearly intercepted.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Second down coming up.
Let's go.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Intercepted. You thought maybe this offense would have come out of the locker room a little more focus-filled, but they come out and continue with their mistakes. This time a pick.
I think they have the focus, Jim. I just think it's the fact that they're playing a very good football team. This offense, they're young. They need more experience. So just keep playing, and times will get better.
Gordon's going to take the handoff now. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Washington's so strong, he can do everything on the field. He can rush the passer, beat up tackles, tight ends. How about defending this outside run that time? Stuffs it for no gain.
This will be second down. There's a flag right there. Third down after the penalty. The Broncos come out in a dime package. Osweiler's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Has his target. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
It's third and long. Nobody open down the field. So the quarterback does the only thing he can do. Throw it short.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Broncos team official. The injury appears to be minor, so the trainers are just looking him over one last time, and then he'll get back on the field.
Let's see what he can do here. Taken down at the 27.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
They're winning the field position battle right here as they start the next drive. First down at the 27. The defense gets a sack.
Oh, man, defensive coordinators love this. When you can hit, or this time they sack the quarterback without even blitzing. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And he's taken down once more for the sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
The Broncos come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Brown's got it. On a pass, had some heat on it. This will be a field goal attempt from 45 yards out. And converts on the three.
Well, you come out there on the field as a defense. The offense has great field position. You've got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Chargers offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
First down at the 19. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end. The defense has some fight in them, even though this game's probably out of reach.
Well, they do. They got some pride. That's what it takes. That's why you're in the league. You're a good player who has pride, and you never give up. The defense didn't do that. They went out there and got the interception, and I'll say this to the offense. Let's keep playing. We'll see what happens late in this game.
First down at the 28. He's hit as he throws it. To the line at the 28. The Chargers defense now is going to go nickel. Second down and 10. And now he'll take off. They bring him to the turf.
That's an excellent job by the quarterback, getting a few yards there with the run. You know, when you play against him, of course, anytime he drops back to pass, you've got to be alert for the run. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
First and goal from the 6. That's a touchdown, and that tightens things up.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
The Broncos getting ready for the kickoff. down at the 24. The Chargers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
First down at the 24. Makes the grab and the feet are down. Second and 7 on the way. The Chargers lined up, bunch formation. The Chargers from the 27. Gordon's handed the football. And Ayers is the one who made the big stop.
The Chargers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Third down on the way. Osweiler's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. The Broncos will use a timeout here early in the second half. Third down now. The Chargers need to get to the 34 for a first down. Gordon's out there to receive the screen pass. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
They're set to punt it away now. And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. The Broncos back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last two drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see them go out there and have success again. When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
The line of scrimmage, the 48. Now first and 10. Got the completion. And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
Oh, I loved it when I was a quarterback, throwing screens or throwing short passes to the running backs and watch them catch it and get those big yards. It was awesome to get cheap yards like that.
First down at the 37. Brings it in. That's a gain of only a yard.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have. When the window of opportunity is very small, quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
The Chargers lined up in the nickel.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside.
The ball is fumbled. A recovery by the defense. And welcome back as we're about to get underway here in this one. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Allen's got it and a first. coming to the line at the 44. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Get ready.
Osweiler's got it in the gun. Looking to go deep. In his hands, complete. Touchdown. That touchdown may have given them all the points they need to put this game away, partner.
Well, they've controlled it almost from start to finish, Jim, so that drive was impressive. Now let's see if their defense can just finish it off. If I had to guess, I like their chances.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
Let's go.
First down at the 23. And it's knocked down.
Well, when there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side, and the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers, there is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Chargers with a nickel look here on defense. And he's thrown to the ground.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
Get ready.
And he's going to be sacked. So just 3 plays and out for the offense. Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with a Broncos official. He was unable to confirm exactly what the injury was, but he did tell me that it is related to the upper body.
Smith's the one who brings him to the ground. That return's good for about 10. The Chargers coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Gordon's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. And the grab is made by Ladarius Green. The Chargers are in front thanks to their quarterback. Osweiler's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? And when your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches.
The Chargers have it at the 44. Ball from the 46. The Broncos go with the dime formation here on defense. Third down and 6. Melvin Gordon makes the reception. Gains 16.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
Osweiler's completed his last 6 passes. Press coverage all the way. First and 10. Throws the pass. Gets it out for the Chargers. Take it across. Touchdown. Osweiler's put up now 10 touchdown passes on the season. He made it. The Chargers getting ready to kick it off. And he'll start his return. The Broncos weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt. As they take the field here, do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations of plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
You know, it's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad business.
And they're all over him for the sack.
This quarterback has been getting sacked and hit all day long. Look, the offensive line's not going to help you out, so you just got to do it yourself. Drop back, make a decision, and get rid of the football quicker. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense, to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Handoff. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. It has been a dominating performance in all facets, Phil, but I think it starts with the defense, which is still starring in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've been tremendous all day long. I'm going to tell you what, they're going to feel good about themselves when this game is over. And tonight, and I'll tell you, I think they'll carry this momentum into next week's practice. They're going to be tough again next week.
The Chargers ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last two possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
Marshall's there that time for the tackle.
Gordon is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Gordon's in the backfield, single back set. Gordon's got it on the screen. Gordon's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Third and 4 coming up following that completion. The Broncos defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Gordon's taking the handoff. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Tick, 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 tick. That's what we're trying to do. Make that clock keep running down. You got the offense out there. You got a big lead in the second half. Every first down you get shortens that football game.
The Chargers taking doubt out of the question early here, Phil. Losing that close game last week. Here they've been the better team from the start and have a big margin heading down the stretch.
If you keep playing close games, sooner or later the ball is not going to bounce your way. But there's no chance of worrying about that today. They came out sharp from the start. That's why they're winning so big.
Coming to the line at the 50.
Get ready. Press 38. Press 38.
2nd down and 7. On the money. Tackle made by Levy that time.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Handoff out of the I formation. Gets about 9 on the play.
Well, that's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius who catch the defense off guard. manage the clock, and just get this game over with.
That's second down coming up.
Let's go.
Takes the knee. The Broncos have to take their final timeout. That's it. It's third down coming up. Takes the knee. So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.